Number 6. Which expression is equivalent to the cube root of that term? And before I show you this one, there is a little bit of background that you need to know. It's a background rule that's very, very important here. And if you know it, you can go ahead and solve, but if you don't, you need to know it. The rule says that taking the cube root of a number is exactly the same thing as taking that number to the 1/3 power. So you really need to know that background rule to be able to get anywhere with this question. But once you know that rule, you can do something here. So let me first of all clean that up. With that background rule in mind, I'm going to say that this, let me think how best to do it. I think I'm going to do it this way. There are 3 parts to this problem. So let's do it this way. The first is 27. Then I have an x to the 12th power and a y to the 6th power. And because I'm taking the cube root, that is the same as raising these to the 1/3 power. And you say, well, Amanda, you're just making it worse. You're making this much harder than it needs to be. But as long as you have a calculator, let me think. The best way, is it the calculator? No, it isn't the calculator. I think I am going to leave this one in its root form. I should have thought through this a little bit better, but rather than record this again, I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. I'm going to leave that first one because it's just a number, it's just a constant, the 27. I'm going to leave that in its cubic root form. The others I'm going to raise to the 1/3 power, and you'll see why. The cubic root of 27 is 3 because 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. So the cubic root of 27 is a 3. X to the 12th power to the 1/3 power, we're going to make that become x 12 over 3. And I did this by saying 12 times 1 is 12 on the top with a 3 on the bottom. So this becomes x to the 12 divided by 3 is 4. And then this one, I have a y to the 6 times 1, that's 6 over 3. So when I simplify that, I get y to the 2nd power. And there's your answer. This is what you're looking for. This is testing your knowledge of those rules of exponents. And the answer to this one is A.